heard you talking earlier about how much you enjoy sort of just eavesdropping, hearing other people's reactions to the film. What have you heard much reaction yet to this one, and what are you listening for?
Well, I've been to the premiere screening, and I mean, it sounds really, I don't know how to really put this, but like it seemed like people really liked it, like the people were actually affected, for lack of a better word. Like people were, you know, emotional, and that's like, for me too to watch, because I actually did watch the movie, and it's hard to not be critical when you're watching your films that you're in, but like when I watched this movie, and I've watched it twice now, like I I get really into, like I get way too into it. So like we did this Q&A, and like somebody asked me like what I took from it, and I was like, I can't even begin. I don't know what I said, but what I wanted to say was I'm not even in a position to take anything from her. So like I hope, like I can't even go there. I can't start talking about her to you because you don't know her like I do. You know what I mean? Like it feels
Yeah.
too real to me. It doesn't feel like a movie.
Clearly you connect with this character. Clearly you were into it from the start. So is that tough to let go of when shooting Raps?
Yeah, yeah.
Any lingering effects of this of this girl that
Oh
remain
my
today?
God. Yeah, yeah. I mean, just like any movie I've done, I definitely wear them. I mean, like it changes me absolutely. And not just movies. I mean, any like experience that you have is always going to change you. But like the biggest, like most monumental things in my life have always been films. So this one has been, out of any movie that I've done, definitely the most transformative.
Can you pinpoint anything for me that you will carry with you, you think?
No.
Too personal, or you don't know?
No, it's not that I don't know. It's just that I can feel it. Like it's just like uh, I think I'm just a little bit more sensitive to. I'm so. If you looked at a girl wrong now, I would fly across the room and kill you. Like it's like I feel so protective of a certain thing that women have, and you. Yeah, so that I definitely take from it, which is different because I didn't have that before, and now I'm like weird about it. Like I overcompensate. Like you would be like, calm down. Like what happened to you? Like no, I just did a movie. I wasn't like right.
You have like preconceived notions about sort of the kind of girl that you were playing before you. I know you met with some, you talked to some people. Did-
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I talked to a couple of girls who worked in a strip club that we actually used for the set, and one of them was really dynamic, like really interesting and charismatic, and the other girl was less willing to talk about stuff, which means she's probably more in touch with it than the girl that was willing to talk about it. But I could like she's in the middle,
Right.
which is cool. I mean, yeah. So I talked to them, and they were cool.
Obviously, this character is the most overtly sexual character you've portrayed on film thus far, and I would think you have to trust in your director, the kinds of stuff you're doing on screen. So how how did this man earn your trust, and did it take a little while?
Um, it's just one of those things, you know. You just get a feeling when you walk into a room, and I'm pretty good at like I usually trust myself, and I I flew into New Orleans and had a rehearsal meeting type of thing with Jake the very next day, and it didn't show up, and I was like, like I was so nervous and intimidated by the material, um, but then I sort of you just have to suck it up, and I think the first time I actually was able to go like relax, you're actually fine because this is not going to be a problem, and you can rest assured. You know this now. Was at a wardrobe fitting with Kim, and she was like, "Can Jay come in?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, whatever." And um, I mean, basically that's it. It's not like anything happened. It's a huge. I would not have done this for anybody, and I mean not for anybody in the, but you know what I'm saying. Uh, and I think it's just because like he didn't want to exploit Mallory just as much as like she already was already. Like it was so not even remotely. He didn't think anything that she did. There were things that she did in the script that I thought were really funny and cute, and he was just like, "It's the saddest thing I've ever." And he's so right, and like so like there's no like there's no. He's so more aware of the fact that like she's a completely broken 2-year-old.
Obviously, from the start of your career, you've balanced many different kinds of films, and of course, we've talked many times at MTV with you about the Twilight films. Does it feel like this is a different kind of acting, or is it all the same with just the trailer's bigger on one and et cetera?
Um, every movie's not the same, but acting is, I have no idea, but uniquely was different from any movie that I've ever done just because of, like, how do you describe a feeling? Like, I don't know. I just, like, it felt so completely right to be telling this story with her and Jim and him, and, like, it, and that's different to any acting, like, that I've ever done. I mean, you have moments of that, but you never have that for an entire movie, and I had that on this. Um, but I have moments on that on Twilight all the time. It's the only reason I'm able to do it. Like, it's all the, yeah, I don't know. It's the same for each project, but different, especially in this case.
They'll fire me, you know that, if I don't ask you one.
I don't know if it's going to be one or two movies. I don't know who's going to direct it, and I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen.
Wow, you made it so easy for me. But when we talked to you at the junket a few months back, you professed a love for Chris Weitz and hope that he might return. Is that still your hope?
I would love to work for Chris again, especially within, I know it sounds weird, but actually especially within that story. I think it would be awesome for him to finish it because like the most growth for my character happens in the second one, and he directed the second one, and he knows her. He really, yeah, he's really good.
I know we have a couple of veterans here, and I heard you talking earlier. It sounds like you're not hitting the swag suites, so to speak. Not your favorite aspect of Sundance?
It's just is very scary, and, like, there's too many people and it's hot, and I'm really claustrophobic, so I'm not into that.
Has the experience changed for you in the last, you said you've been here 4 times, right? And obviously your fame has changed over the course of those years. Is it a different experience this year? You were here last year. Obviously by then you were known through Twilight, but the last couple of years, is it a lot different than the earlier ones?
Yeah, I can't walk up and down the street, and walking up and down Main Street is sort of like why it's like, you see everybody and you see, like, what's going on, and, like, I drive everywhere. I'm just gonna start crying.
No
No,
crying
no,
here.
it's
That's for the
fine.
movie. That's
But no difference. I mean, more of those questions.